Everyone wants to be happy, but most people are chasing the wrong thing. They're chasing pleasure and calling it happiness. They're chasing excitement and calling it contentment. And then they wonder why nothing ever feels like enough. Why every high is followed by a crash. Why they're always searching for the next thing that will finally make them feel complete. The truth is, happiness and pleasure are not the same thing. And until you understand the difference, you'll keep looking for fulfillment in places that can only give you temporary relief. Pleasure is quick. It's intense. It's that rush you get from buying something new, eating your favorite food, getting likes on a post, winning an argument, or having a drink after a long day. It feels good in the moment, sometimes even euphoric, but it fades fast. And once it's gone, you're back to baseline, or sometimes even lower than where you started. That's because pleasure is tied to dopamine, the reward chemical in your brain. Dopamine spikes when you get what you want, but it drops just as quickly, and your brain adapts. What gave you a rush yesterday gives you less today. So you need more of it, more often, just to feel the same level of satisfaction. That's the trap. Pleasure doesn't build, it depletes. And chasing it leaves you emptier every time. Contentment is different. It's not a spike. It's a steady hum. It's not exciting. It's peaceful. It doesn't come from getting what you want. It comes from appreciating what you already have. From meaningful work. From deep relationships. From purpose. From growth. Contentment is tied to serotonin, not dopamine. It's the chemical of stability, not stimulation. And unlike pleasure, contentment doesn't fade when the novelty wears off. It deepens over time, because it's not based on external rewards. It's based on internal alignment, living in a way that feels true to who you are, doing things that matter to you, not just things that feel good. That's the difference. Pleasure is borrowed happiness. Contentment is owned. So why do we keep chasing pleasure if it doesn't last? Because it's easier. Pleasure is immediate. You want it, you get it, you feel good. There's no waiting, no effort, no uncertainty. Your brain loves that. It's designed to seek quick rewards because for most of human history, quick rewards meant survival. Food, safety, reproduction. But in the modern world, pleasure is everywhere. You can access it anytime with a swipe, a click, a purchase. And your brain hasn't evolved fast enough to realize that constant stimulation isn't the same as lasting satisfaction. So you keep reaching for it. The next meal, the next purchase, the next distraction, and every time it works for a moment, until it doesn't, and then you're searching again. This is what psychologists call the hedonic treadmill. No matter what you achieve or acquire, you adapt to it. The new car stops feeling new. The promotion stops feeling exciting. The relationship stops giving you butterflies, and you start looking for the next thing that will bring back that feeling. But it never does. Not for long. Because the treadmill doesn't stop. You're always running, always chasing, never arriving. That's what happens when you base your happiness on external conditions. You become dependent on circumstances you can't control. And when those circumstances change, and they always do, your happiness disappears with them. Contentment doesn't work like that. It's not fragile. It doesn't need perfect conditions to exist. It just needs you to stop demanding more and start noticing enough. So how do you build contentment? You stop optimizing for pleasure and start optimizing for meaning. You choose relationships that challenge you, not just entertain you. You work on things that matter to you, even when they're hard. You practice gratitude, not as some feel-good exercise, but as a genuine reorientation of your attention. Because contentment isn't about having everything. It's about wanting what you have. It's about being present instead of always planning the next moment. It's about finding satisfaction in the process, not just the outcome. And that requires a shift. From consuming to creating, from taking to contributing, from needing more to appreciating now. It's not glamorous, it's not exciting, but it's sustainable, and that's the point. Now, this doesn't mean pleasure is bad. It's not. Pleasure has a place. It's the dessert, not the meal. You can enjoy it without depending on it. You can have fun, celebrate, indulge, and still be content. The problem only comes when you confuse the two. When you think pleasure equals happiness. When you organize your entire life around chasing highs instead of building stability. Because a life built on pleasure will always feel hollow. But a life built on contentment, with moments of pleasure mixed in, that's actually sustainable. That's where real happiness lives, not in the highs, in the steady, quiet hum underneath everything else.